The today's in the yesterday class we had studied the if-else conditions, uh, nested if and else, flowcharts, and if ladder. Uh, for the if else ladder, I am going to solve a problem today, which is the division problem. Like if I give you a number like 36, and I want to know that by which number it is clearly be divisible. Like it is divisible with 2, it is divisible with 3, it is divisible with 4, and it is divisible with 6 and 9 also. So I want to know with how many number it is, the number which I am going to provide you, it is will be divisible. Once again, yeah, I'm going to explain it once more. That's why I'm going to solve a problem today. Here's the link of the PPT. I'm not. Is my Google Colab screen is visible to you all? So now I'm going to take an input from the user like this, in typecasting it into the integer, then taking input from it and checking the condition like if num mod 2 is equals to 0, print num is divisible by 3 by 2. Elif, else if just like uh, Elif, it is short form of else if. In the other language, in the Java and C++, we'll write it like else if. Here in the Python, we sorted it and write like elif. Here, I'm going to provide a condition like num mod 3 is equals to 0. Then I have to give the output as print num is divisible by 3. Else, okay. Now I'm going to execute this. Okay. Here I'm giving the number as 23. It gave me output num is divisible by 8. Okay. If I am executing once more and write 16, then it is give me number is divisible by 2. If I am giving like 50, not 50, it is 49. Then what is the answer? Num is divisible by 7. Okay. So if else ladder we have completed. Now the next thing is loops in Python. What is loop? Loop is doing same thing again and again. If I want to print a number 2 or a number greater than 1 by next time, just like I had to write a 1 200 in a programming language, so I have to use this loops in the program. Generally, the loops is a while loop and for loop. In Python, we are using two type of loop. First is while loop, and second one is uh, for loop. Both have the different function used to get iteration. Yeah, iteration. While loop is used to execute a block of statement repeatedly until a given condition is satisfied. Uh, for a while loop, if I am giving you a number like 100, so you have to write in the while condition like if my num is less than 0, when the number is getting less than 0, then I should have to stop my code. Or you have to use this loop. Loop is a loop. Loop is a loop. Yeah, you can say iterations. Yeah, I will send the homework in the chat after teaching you the whole things. So today's second batch class not available, so we are joining third batch. Sir, if is any problem? I don't have any problem. Uh, if your syllabus is same there and here, you can join it. Please write codings, for example, for which Janu Vinay, for which I have to write a coding example. Karthik Kumar, X year, if, what if? You don't have write a condition here in the first if condition. Pass. If year mode 4 is equals to. Not equal to Karthik, you had done a mistake here. You have to write if year mode 4 is equals to 0. Here you have assigning a value 0 to the year mode 4, but you have to compare it. So you have to use double is equal to. Karthik Kumar, is it clear to you? Oh, by the way, it is a homework. You have to do it by your side. I will check it on Monday or whenever the next class will be happening. Okay. So for loop is using for the iterations. Like I have to write like 1 to 100 or 1 to any number. So you can get a sequence. Like I have told you yesterday that I am going to solve a problem of square with a for loop. Okay. So today I am going to show you how you can write a program to check a given number is a square or not. If anyone is trying, if you not try, then I will do it for you. But if you can try, please try it. Do it by yourself. No one. Okay, I'm going to solve you. Just like if I'm giving num to take as an input into typecasting it, and then taking a input. and checking if num, okay, for I have to generating a loop here for I for I in range. Range is generally the stop and start step. Like if I am giving a 100 here, then at the place of 100, my iteration is being stopped. Okay, if I want to write it like num, not num, it is like 5. Okay. Mm, num. For I in range of num, generally, if I am giving you a square number like 25, then it is surely that my number, which is the square of num, is in the range, is less than the num. If I am giving you like 25, uh, wait for a minute, I have to write. Like if I am writing 25, then it is definitely sure that 25 is a square of a number which is less than less than 25. If I am writing a 25 or whatever the number, then it is surely that 25 is the square of that number which is already less than 25. So I have to put a loop and taking the range which is less than the number. Then I am checking if I star I star I is equals to num, then print num is a square number. Else num is not a square number. Okay. Now I'm going to give here like 25. It gave me a it's the output after executing this code is num is a square number. Okay. It is checking for every number. In the every iteration, it gave me a print statement. Like for I is equal to our indexing start from 0 in the Python. So I for I is equal to 1. 1 is not a square number for of 25. Means 25 has a square of 5. So at a place of 6, because indexing start with 0, then it gave me a number is square at a sixth place. The number is 5, but at the sixth place, because our indexing start from 0 in the Python or in any other language, any other programming language. So guys, this is a program which is giving me a shorthand out input, just like 25. I had write 25, and it is clearly show that number is a square number. In the previous code, we have a more than one statement giving as an output, like the number which is not a square of any number, it is also printing that. But here I used a flag which I am assigning to zero. Then, if in the if condition, I had put a conditional statement that I square, if I square is equal to num, then you had modified the flag value. Else continue. We can use this continue and break statement to continue the program in a Python, and break with using break, you can break it after some conditions. After completing it with all the conditions, I am checking this flag. If my part, if this if part is going to be executed, then our flag value is being to 1. Then if I'm checking after executing this for loop, that flag value is 0 or 1. If flag value is equals to 1, then number is a square number. Else num is not a square number. Okay, I'm going to check it for 43. Is 43 a square number? No, it is not a square number. So it is telling me that num is not a square number. I'm providing you this uh, code in the chat box. Guys, my mic is not muted. I am speaking. Am I not audible and visible in my screen to you all? Okay, I am unmuting your all. Okay, I am providing you the code in the chat box. You had to write it in your Google Colab and practice with yourself. Okay, and if I want to check it for the cube, please give me a code. I'm giving you a task for a cube, like 127, 64, 125, which is a cube of any number. For that, what should I have to write in a code like this? For a square, I have to write like I star I. You just have to think regarding this only. If you crack this conditional statement, you can write the code. You only have to put this a condition here, and you got the answer. Anyone? Can anyone answer me for a cube? For a cube? No, no, no. It is not a I star I star I. Python giving you a error for a I star I star I. Jaya Surya, you are right. Srusti Kusuma, you are right. Krupa Anand K, you are right. Jolu Lathasri, you are right. So we have to write like I star star 3, so we can get the output for the cube. Okay. Let me check once. I'm not thinking it's giving me answers. Okay, you can write I star I also. It doesn't have any problem. I star I star I. Either you have to write like I star I, or You can write I double star 3. Okay. These two as a conditional statement you have put in the if condition for checking the if my given number is a cube or not. Is it clear to you all? For more than cube, you have to write like I star star 4, I star star 5, I star star 6. That's why it is an exponential. Python giving us a exponential function. No? One star 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 n. Talari Nageshwar, what is this one star 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 n? Krupa Anand, yeah. You can write like I star star n, where n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It is not a one star star n. It is I star star n. Sir, will you please explain about flag value? Okay, I will explain it again. Like I have providing this flag. Okay. Why I am giving this? Because my answer after executing the before code in which I am not using this flag, it gave me the print statement for every I value. After using this flag value, I can only give output for the number. The number is it square or not? Okay, so using this flag value, we have a advantage that the code is getting stored in a less memory. Okay, output is also taking memory in a Python in any language, programming language. So you have to write a compact code so that your memory is that memory is taken by your code is also less. After using this flag, I am checking for the conditional statement. My I, firstly, I is running for 1, firstly for 0, then for 1, then for 2, for 1, for 2, then for 3, 4, and at last at the level of 5, it giving me a output as it is a square number of 25. If I am providing 25, it gave me as an output of 5. Firstly, it is checking for 0, 0 star 0, just like I am initializing this num is equals to 25 here. I'm giving you an example like I'm giving 25 here. Okay. So first is it is the code is checking for the 0. 0 star 0 doesn't is equals to 25. 1 star is 1 doesn't going to equal to 25. So the else part is going to be executed and else is continue. Then it is going to this for statement also. And whenever the for statement is going to execute, it is adding. The I value is getting updated every time. For the first time, I is 0. For the second time, I is 1. For the third time, it is 2. For the fourth time, it is 3. For the fifth time, it is 4. And for the sixth time, it is 5. After the sixth iteration, it is gave me num is a square number. Okay, I have to remove this all so that it doesn't create any error in the code. If I'm going to provide 25, it always says num is a square number. Okay, now I want to know 25. 25 is a square number, but which number? For which number the 25 is a square of that number. So for that, I have to write here, I have to store a variable here also. Like when flag is being is equals to 1, I have to update it with the, just like I'm using capital num. Num is equals to I. And I'm going to print it here. Plus num. Okay. Okay. Can only concatenate string not into str. Just give me a minute. Okay, leave it. 6. Yeah. Okay, so you're getting as layer num is a square number of 6. So the 36 is a square of, sorry, 6 is a square of 36. The number 6 has a square 36. So by using this num function, you can get the number. And I am initializing this num here to the I. Yeah, you have to use this format specifier. By using mod is not n%, the sign of specifier is this. Why is there Python group to class not having? I don't know about that. Why is it patient? So I'm go by using the for loop, I'm going to write a table. You can write a table with using for loop. or you have just to take a input like int input, and for that, for I in a range of 10, you have to print I multiplied, sorry, num multiplied I num comma number, then this, which is I'm going to print like that, then I, it is already here, and then is equals to, and then num multiply by I, and I'm going to execute it. Here for 10, you have to write 11. So I'm going to write a table of 5 like this. Okay, from I had to start from 1, then stop at 11. So it gives me the answer of table like 6. This is a program to write in Python table. Yeah, yeah, Jai Janardhan, Sai Janardhan. Okay. So your audio video is not visible, or video is not visible to us. Is it so? Send it into the chat. Where? K Thanuja, roll number 25. Guys, it is clear to you how you can write a multiplication in the Python program, sir. Yeah, I had already sent it. You can check above your chat. Okay, yeah. So for a while loop, by using while, okay, guys, tell me one thing. If I want to know what is the sum of uh till 1 to till 20, means I have to sum from 1 and then going to the 20. I want the sum from 1 to 20 as a number. Means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus. You have know any formula regarding this? You have studied here earlier. Sum is equals to sum plus I. Yeah, yeah, we can using this in the for loop and we can get the answer. But if I am saying that I am going to only want a positive number sum, so we can use the while uh, while statement over here, like I'm going to sum only and only till my while is less than 100. Okay, here I am initializing the sum as 0. Sum is equals to 0 while I sum and I also. I is equals to 0 also. So I is like this, and here I am going to update sum is equals to sum plus I, and updating the or I value also. I plus is equals to 1. Okay, I'm going to take input of int, not input like that. I is equals to 1 if while I is less than 6, print I if I is equals to 3, then we have to break the statement, and if not, then I have to make it plus is equals to 1. So we get the answer as 1, 2, 3. After I is being 3, my equation will be break there. Like if my condition is true, then it will going to break the statement and break the whole execution of the program till the my condition is being true. It is giving me the output like 1, 2, 3. For I is equals to 1, the while statement is true, then print 1. If I 1 doesn't is equals to 3, then it is incrementing program is incrementing the value of I with a 1. Then my I value is being 2, then it print the value 2. If a statement is also not going to be true here, so my program is continue to be the execution in the execution state. Then I second in the third step, I is being plus 1 now also. Then I value is 3 at the third iteration. So it will print 3. 3 is equal to 3. This if a statement is being true, then it will break the execution of the program. So we will get a answer like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. You can write the correct question. Uh, Venkateshwar Venkateshwar Rao. This is not the way to write for statement in the Python. We will use this statement for curly braces I is equals to 0, I less than n. We are using it in a C++ and Java. But in the Python language, we have to write like for I in range of this, like this. We have to write statement of for statement in the Python like this. For I in range and whatever the range, we will give it to the condition of 4, it will going to be executed in the program. Okay. N is equals to int input, enter number is 20. Okay, sum is equals to 0, I is less than n. Yeah, you can write like it Supriya Reddy. it is also true. But you have to consider a one thing. You have to take care of indentation. Okay. In the Python, you have to complete the indentation error. C is equals to 0, where C is less than 9, C is equals to 0 plus 1 completed. Which program you write, Anil, here? This one. Is there any doubt regarding for loop, while loop, if, else, elif? For a for loop, we will for for loop are use sequential traversal. For example, traversing a list or string or array in the etc. So for iteration, variable in sequence statement is like this. So the next thing is our function. So we use functions in the Python language so that our code is being compact. We have to write less number of code, less line of code in the Python. This is the benefit. These points are the benefit of using function. First thing is we can easily use it in the program while writing only once. You have to write it once and use it many times. It is just like a simple thing like you have to write a program at once and you can use it whenever you want to use it in a program like function. If I am going to execute after completing this function program, I will show you how you can create a simple calculator by using Python. It is also reducing the duplication of a code. If you write a same function again and again without using a function, means you have to write a set of lines for a code in a Python. So you don't have to write it. It creates a duplication in the program. Improve clarity of the code. By using function, we can improve the clarity of the code. It is reuse of code. We can reuse again and again of a program. Information hiding. It doesn't show anyone that how you can write a program while execution of this particular. Just like I have written here a program of odd or a even number. Okay. One mistake here. Yes. Okay, I have write a program by using the diff function. Diff is a keyword in the Python by which we have to define a function. Then we have to use this Python name and then parameter. How many parameter we have to provide in a function name so that our statement is going to be executed in the function. Then it returns the whatever the process and execution as a result it provides. While loop once again. Okay, I will explain it. Firstly, you have to concentrate here over here for the functions. I will explain it. Don't worry about that. I will explain. Just like I have written a Python program here, which is the code of I have to define odd and even, and we have to use here. Okay, I'm not going to operate this here. I have defined n, so I have to give parameter as a n because we are using this n over here. Okay, now I'm going to execute this functions like uh, like if I'm printing for odd, even, odd, and even. For number 23. So for 23 we can use it. For 25 also. Now 36, 236, 74, 46, 37. Give me a output in the chat. What is the output of this? Odd and even 23. It is odd. This is also odd. Odd, odd, even, odd. Veera Krishna Arjuna. What is for zero? Material. For material, you have to. I had provided you the link. Wait a minute. I will provide it once again. This is the link of the my PPT. You can see it and learn it from there. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. And I will update the today's PDF PPTs in that after the class. Okay. So firstly, it gave me a odd and even as odd, odd, even, odd. Okay. So what I am doing here, I am writing a code once and using it many times. So this is the benefit of using function. You can write it only once, and for every single time you can use it once and once again and again and again and again. Okay, I have a doubt. What doubt? Rushi, ask your doubt. Can you explain again the question? What question? Is this link is working for you all now? You can see my PPTs. Okay. Okay, Anil, uh, ask your doubt. I think Anil or any other student. Anil Kumar, can you explain again the question? What question? And Rushi, you have a doubt. What the doubt is? Link not opening. Maya Milari Charan. No doubt, sir. Okay. Semicolon. Semicolon is not used in Python. By using the by writing a code in the Python, you have to use colon only, not semicolon. Open sir, but only 37 pages. Okay, yeah, I'm telling that I will update today's PPT in that after the class. I hadn't update the today's class in it. I will update that after the class. Don't worry about that. If we enter zero in the place of num, it shows even, but it is not even, sir. How? Zero is a even number. You can divide zero with two, na? What is the proper definition of an even number? The number which is divisible by 2. So 0 is divisible by 2. And 0 is the number which is divisible by any number. Can you explain program for sum of first 100 number? Yeah, I will explain. You can use it, use the for loop and getting the result like this. You have to like write like for I in range starting from 1, ending from 101, uh, sum is equals to sum plus I, and at last print the sum comma sum is for I in range. This sum is equals to sum plus I for I one. Okay. I hadn't initialized a sum value over here. So sum is equals to 0. Control Alt. So you are getting 5050. So if you add 1 to 100, it is giving me 5050. Where condition of it is while condition, not where condition. And while condition. Is there any where condition in Python? We are using where in the SQL programming, not in the Python. You have to use this where statement in the SQL, where we have to use the database and taking the data from the database. It's while condition. Yeah, it is while condition. Which date exam conducted, sir? After completing some classes, I will conduct a test for you all. I don't have any access to pinned at your side. You have to pin my screen at your own. Is there no need to open your camera? So please switch off it. What exams are? I'm going to test is basing on on both coding as well as theory also. Repeat the assignment question. How can I? I didn't give you any assignment till now. Got this program? Sum of n numbers, and you can go with the any number like writing num here, and you can take input from the user, and at the place of 101 you can write n plus 1. So I want to first 10 number sum. Okay, n plus 1. Oh, it is not n, it is num. Something like that. I want to the sum of first 25 number. It is 5375. Okay, so I comma 1 comma range of num. Giving us a don't have that. Okay, control Z. I didn't have initialized the sum value, which is 0. I'm getting the answer as items. Okay, so this is the program by which you can get the number as a sum for any number in the natural number list. Num, you are taking a num as an input, then sum initializing a sum as 0, then loop statement for I in a range of 1 comma num plus 1. 1 is a starting index and num plus 1 is the ending index. And in the range function, whenever you provide the last means ending position, it is going to be executed less than 1. If I am going to provide end is equals to 101, then it is going to be executed only for 100 numbers. Here also, that's why I'm using num plus 1. So it is going to be executed for the numbers. No, there is no class tomorrow. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday is a holiday. Is there any doubt regarding today's class? Why we use functions? Why we use, we had already covered this list dictionary tuple in the previous classes, that also. Details regarding the exam. I will conduct a test after completing two modules, at least two modules. When I completed your two module, I will conduct a test on the Google Classroom, and I will provide you a link of that so you can do it. PPT, I have already provided you the link of the PPT in the chat box. And if you are joining late to this session, I'm going to paste it once more time. Okay. Guys, if you have any doubt, you can stay here. If you don't have any doubt, you can leave the class. Now you or can unmute yourself and ask your doubt if you want.
Sir, will you please explain once again while program, sir?
Yeah, I will explain it once again. Don't worry about it. In the while statement or while when we use while, just like here, I have initialized I is equals to 1.
Sir,
And
screen share change. So please
what
share
happened?
your screen, sir.
My screen is not visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Who can say so?
Visible, sir.
Maybe she have a problem.
Visible, sir.
Yeah,
Visible, sir.
please check your
Visible, sir.
Visible, sir.
please don't make any noise here. I will once again muted you all. Okay. So in the while condition, we have to check the condition. Like I am going to execute this I till 6 is going to be less than I. Means whenever the I is less than 6, this whole statement is going to be executed. Like for here, I am removing this control X. Okay. So this statement is going to execute less than 6 and printing me, giving me an output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I am putting over here, it gave me output as a 1 and 2 only. Okay. So for I is equals to 3, it didn't give me a print value. So while a statement is using where we have to check a condition. Like we want to check how many numbers or how many How many numbers you have to going to be provided by the programmer to the user, and for such conditional statement you can use this while statement.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
We can also we can I had already in today's class we had already solved a square question by using for loop. We can also do this by this while loop also. If my I is less than num, and in the if condition I am checking I star star 2 is equals to num, and flag I am assigning flag is equals to 1. Here I'm going to initialize flag is equals to 0. Uh, I is equals to I less than num, and uh, taking input as num is equals to int typecasting input flag is equals to 1. And in the after this statement I'm checking my flag value. If flag is equals to 1, print print square number, print square else in the else condition I am updating it with the I is equals to plus 1. In the else print not as file number.
நாளைக்கு இந்த அமௌண்ட் வந்தா பார்த்துங்க ஆல்ரெடி போட்டாச்சு. இதில் என்ன பண்ணுறேன்னா எனக்கு 5000 எடுத்து விட்டுருங்க. சித்தாப்பா எல்லாரும் வேணும் கொடுத்துருங்க. நான் எப்போ போட்டேன் காலேஜ் போய்
What happened, guys?
எங்க நைட்டில் தான் காலேஜா
சென்ட்ரல் போறது இங்க
எங்க
Today's games no class, sir. Sir, it is not going to. What happened here? Interrupted keyboard.